What is up, guys? Zan from the Zan Madden YouTube channel. Today's video, we're going to show you guys how to create your own cover 3 one-play score with a tight end apprentice. But before we do that, please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure you guys hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the uploads coming your way here on the Zan Madden YouTube channel. If you guys want to watch me play Madden 20 live, you guys can find me on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Zan Madden. The link is below in the description, and I do have exclusive sub-only content for my Twitch Prime and Tier 1 subscribers. My Tier 2 subscribers will receive my full Washington Redskins Hot Route Master offense on top of those sub-tips that go out each and every Friday. And you guys can find me daily on the channel at 2 p.m. Central Time. Okay, guys, without further ado, let's get into the topic of the day. Get a lot of questions on cover 3. How do you beat cover 3? Seems like I face it. People just basically call big nickel over G or nickel normal, cover 3 sky, set it and forget it. So we're going to show you guys how to set up an easy one-play touchdown with the use of a tight end apprentice corner route. So what we're going to be able to do with this is any type of formation that has the tight end on the line of scrimmage and an outside receiver off of the line of scrimmage, we will be able to set up some sort of cover 3 beater. So here in the single back wing tight, we're going to go ahead and put George Kittle, who is a tight end apprentice on the Niners, here on that left side of the field. And you're going to go ahead and put a receiver that is off the line of scrimmage out wide. So go ahead and look for speed. Obviously, a guy like Marquise Goodwin is ideal for this. He's going to be the guy that you're going to throw to. Now, in terms of this play working, you want to make sure that the tight end is to the wide side of the field pre-snap, and you want to call a play that should be able to attack the center of the field and hold the middle third just a little bit to allow you to throw this. Now, if you have a rollout quarterback and escape artist, that is advisable. Right here in this video, we're going to be using Jimmy Garoppolo. It's going to make us a little bit more challenging on us, but we'll be able to show this in full effect here. So let's go ahead and go into your nickel normal cover 3 sky. And here's what we're going to do. You want to make sure you're blocking your running back on this particular play. You could set up a cut block rollout, but you're going to use the tight end apprentice corner route, which you'll notice is a lot shorter. It breaks it about 7 yards. And this route will absolutely pull down outside third corners, allowing you to put your outside receiver on a fade and motion snap him to the inside. Now, the only other real rule for this concept to work is you need a route that's in the slot on the backside. It could be a slot or a tight end that runs vertical and holds that safety just a little bit closer to the right side of the field while you do this motion snap. Now, if you wanted to, you could set your cut block and your rollout. So we'll try to do that even though Garoppolo is not too fast. But again, the fade on the outside receiver, you're going to motion snap him to the inside. After a few steps, you're going to snap the ball and you're going to go ahead and roll out. Notice how that pulls down that corner, and you're going to be able to throw that ball all the way over the top for the one-play score. Now, again, Garoppolo, he's not left-handed. He's not an escape artist, but you saw how easy that throw was. Now, in that example, we actually motion snapped him pretty late. You could snap it earlier, which allows him to run the route a little bit further away from the safety. Also, keep in mind that if your receiver that is running this route is so much faster than the player that is running the seam on the backside, it can cause that safety to drift over. So if you're noticing that the safety is drifting over to that throw, you're going to have to get the player that's on the backside faster or use a slower player at this spot to lessen that speed discrepancy. So that way the safety drifts over towards Kyle Juszczyk, which would be the example that we're talking about here. But you could also do a little bit shorter snap. You see right here, we snap it this way, try to do our rollout. You see how he just leaves him alone, and then you can throw that ball over the top. Now, again, you've got a crossbody inaccurate right there, but you're able to make that throw. If you have a dashing deadeye or a left-handed quarterback, you could do this throw to the left side. Now, let me go ahead and run this formation. I'm going to run this concept. I'm going to flip the play. So I'm going to make some adjustments here. Let me go ahead and put our guy Kittle out there, and I'm going to put Juszczyk on the backside here. And I'm going to go ahead and flip this play. And we'll go ahead and run this exact same play against cover 3. Let me go big nickel this time. And I'm going to spot the ball over here this time. This time setting up a rollout to the arm side of the quarterback. So again, you have a receiver who's off the line of scrimmage. You have a tight end with apprentice on the line of scrimmage. He runs a corner route. Receiver runs a fade, block the running back for this particular play, and streak the backside seam. Now, the wheel route on this play is great. In fact, this formation is broken down in my Hot Route Master offense from the Redskins, because if they disguise a cover 3 and it's actually cover 2, you've got that wheel route that runs the sideline and gets behind the cloud flat. So this is kind of a cover 2 beater and a cover 3 beater at the same time. But again, we could go ahead and set up our little rollout. You've got the ability to cut block that guy. You can motion snap Marquise Goodwin to the inside a couple steps. and snap the football. What you're going to see here is how Sherman should bite down. If he doesn't, you throw your corner route. Depending on the timing of your motion snap, that might dictate which player the outside third covers. So from formation to formation, it might be a little bit different based off of your motion snap tendencies, but this is going to get somebody wide open on this play. Let me see if I could go ahead and get Sherman to maybe play Kittle on this play, maybe a little bit later motion snap. So you see right here, and he does. He just goes straight towards Kittle, and that allows us to bomb this throw all the way over the top for that one-play score. So very, very easy route combination. Now, this is just something I would do in my offense. Let me go ahead and show you something that you guys might do that would make sense for you shotgun players. So let's say we came out in a formation like the Trey. This would be a really good example, shotgun Trey. A lot of players like trips tight end. We could do the same things, the same type of elements out of this set. So, for instance, cover 3 sky. You're going to have tight end apprentice corner, which is shorter, block the running back. And what you're going to want is a route running the seam on the backside, and then you're going to put another receiver on a fade. So you could go ahead and run something like this out of like a trips tight end or a Trey type set to make this work. And you're going to basically motion snap this route. Now, you can motion snap it as he crosses the tight end. That might help a little bit in terms of how this play will work. You see how you've got that throw outside pass lead over the top. Again, Garoppolo does not have escape artist or dashing deadeye, so we're making a lot of inaccurate throws on the run. But Kittle's the player that we're focusing on here because he has that tight end apprentice, and we wanted to show this to you here in the video. So if I were to go ahead and do this exact play again, you should notice that we're able to, let me go ahead and set up a cut block here. Yeah, it looks like we're good there. Go ahead and motion snap Sanders across the formation on a fade, kind of snap it right there. And you're going to be able to, hopefully, well, we weren't able to roll out right there. Cut block did not work. Let's go ahead and do that one more time. All right, so there's your route combination. You're going to motion snap Sanders. Again, you got to kind of fiddle with from formation to formation where you're motion snapping. You see right here, it looks like he covers the fade, which is going to open up your rollout corner route to the tight end. You know, it's going to be one or the other. But based off of how you snap the ball, it will kind of dictate, you know, how that outside third plays. Let me go ahead and try a different motion out of this formation, because again, I'm just trying to ad-lib a little bit here. Just kind of show like how you guys can lab up your own. You could go ahead and run this fade route and do the motion snap back to the inside, kind of like it would be like a gun doubles type of look. So you do this, snap the ball. This is going to pull down. Yeah, you saw right there, we actually took a sack from the ability rushers, but you can see how that outside third completely bit down on this play. We'll show you what I mean here. If we look at the replay, you can see how this player was biting down. So see how he immediately, this guy was playing the outside third because they zone swap due to the motion. He was biting down on this corner route right as we took the sack. He would have had this outside lead throw because the ball wasn't even thrown, and you see how that guy was breaking down already. We would have been able to throw this ball out into this area of the field pretty easily. Let me go ahead and go into like a formation like a single back doubles or a gun normal type set. Try to show you something similar here. Again, if we had a mobile quarterback for this, it'd be a lot easier, but we should be able to make this work. You see, just call it a play like double slants, cover 3 sky, tight end corner route, fade to Bourne. You set up your cut blocks and your rollouts, etc. You want to make sure you have a seam runner on the backside of this play if you can. Do whatever you want with the other guy. You could run a dagger concept. You could run a comeback route. You could run, you know, drag, whatever you want here. We'll go ahead and just use a dagger concept on the backside. And you motion snap Bourne to the inside, snap the ball. You should see right here, he actually just stumbled into it too much. But again, you're going to see that's going to really open up your tight end corner route. So it is kind of a flood concept. Based off your motion snapping, it's going to dictate which player the outside third covers. That's really the rule of thumb here on this play. So just kind of be advised on that. You know, too early, it might cause him to leave the tight end open. Too late, it might cause him to leave the tight end open. Just kind of depends. You can get that guy close. You see right there, he opens up. So it seems to me the closer the player is to the tight end, the faster he'll open his hips and try to cover the tight end rather than the receiver. And I'm really struggling to block this team right now to show this to you over the last few reps. But it seems like to me, if you can get him a little bit closer right here, they seem to do a pretty solid job. You see right there, he's going to, he basically did flinch on the tight end route. Garoppolo's lack of mobility is really ruining this tip, in my opinion, but you could definitely see the concept and how you could apply this to your offense. So if you guys struggle against the cover three, this is a very easy way to cause them to bite down. Take this into your offense, apply it. There's got to be a formation in your playbook that you can make this work out of. Again, the only real rule is that you need a tight end who is on the line of scrimmage and a motion snappable receiver who is off. And then from there, you need to be able to attack the middle of the field. So I wanted to show you an example of a formation that you probably couldn't really do this out of unless you had like a hot route master where you could put the backside receiver on a post. Because we don't have really a seam runner on the backside, the free safety on this play, unless you use check on a streak out of the backfield, and I'm not even sure that'll work. Chances are in something like this, a little two back set, you're not gonna be able to do it nearly as well, but we'll give it a go right here. We'll do the motion snap to the inside right there. Got our cut block, and he does, but you see that this outside pass lead, that free safety is there the whole way. So you'll have to have a crazy burner to even have a shot at that, because you don't have a route in the seam route on the backside. This fullback doesn't really attack that area of the field quickly enough. You see that this safety is totally going to go over there and play. Now, in terms of route manipulation, I mean, you see how spacing and timing and speed discrepancies impact this. This is actually an inside pass lead down the seam right about in here. So don't necessarily view this tip as, hey, this is a failure. Just think about this like, okay, if I have this type of formation, you know, I'm going to be able to attack cover three with the backside seam to the fullback with this type of motion snap, because I'm going to cause the safety to drift over to the right. So just because it's not a one-play bomb doesn't mean you don't have potential for something to the inside. You know, obviously a guy like Richard Sherman is a world-class cover three corner, but you're going to be able to, you know, hit those throws maybe a little bit better, you know, based off of a formation like this having spacing. So don't necessarily sweat on the fact that you can't have a one-play bomb. That just means other routes are going to be open here in this regard. So if you don't have a zoned out player like Richard Sherman, you see how open that type of read is on the backside. So a little 2-for-1 here in this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or complaints, and we'll see you guys tomorrow with our next video. Until then, this is Zan. Get in the lab and good luck.